I've known the folks at MacCamp before I even knew they were with MacCamp, I think, because I met Charles, I think at Macworld Expo one year when I went down without knowing who he was. Saw his badge was from Portland or something, and I think we bumped into each other that way. I think I spoke at PMUG, wow, in 2002 or 3. I'm trying to do off when my kids were born. It was either when we had none or one, so it's been a long time. And this is my second MacCamp as an instructor. I came down, I think about 2004 or 5 probably, to do the same talk on best of macOS 10 hints, and it's always cool connecting with sort of real users. I mean, at Macworld Expo I give a very similar talk, but it's a room of 400 people, and you don't connect with anyone. You stand up and you give your speech, and a couple of people come up at the end and say hello, but here it's a room with like 30 people in it, and you talk for an hour, and it's very intimate, and afterwards you have lunch with them and see them in the cabins and around the park. So it's a much different experience. It's really cool connecting with the users and seeing kind of what some of the real world stuff is that people are doing with their Macs, as opposed to just giving my speech and saying thank you and walking off. And I love this location. I mean, you can't, it's a complete dichotomy with what's going on here, and I think that's why it's so cool. You know, you're in the middle of this forest where there is limited connectivity. Cell phones don't work. It's very quiet. The only noise I can hear right now is the river behind us. And yet there's technical stuff going on everywhere, and there's people with cameras and computers and network cables and cords and mice and learning, and it's a really cool environment, and I never would have thought to have put a Mac camp at an actual camp. So I give them credit for thinking of that.